Traders in the building, what is good, man? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm so glad that you've discovered, man. If you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for the continued love and support. You already know what time it is, man. It's the time of the week where I do the weekly analysis, and today I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100. And I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list. And as you can see, I am bullish on this particular instrument because we are in a bullish trend. I say this because we keep making higher highs over here, as you can see, and we keep making higher lows. Another significant reason to note is that currently we are above a level of sensitivity. We are above a support. I say this because this was a previous resistance. Clear price couldn't break above. When it broke above, eventually came for a retest, and we have a since couldn't break below that structure. And as you can see at the moment, we are bouncing again off of that structure. If you zoom in like that, you can see that with these two candlesticks, we have shown to reject this area. So my expectation is price is going to continue to go up at least until this particular structure over here, and from here we can anticipate that it can break above, retest, and then we're going to continue to push this price upwards. But how can you take advantage of this move? Go to the upside. It's easy. Go to a smaller time frame, the one that you prefer. I recommend the daily time frame, and from there you look for structure. And as you can see at the moment, the market had broken above this recent structure that we had made over here, this resistance, but on Friday it then came below the structure. So my expectation is it's probably coming back to this support over here, and this is where we can see those buyers coming in, or if it can maybe eventually open bullish and then come above, then again this is where we want to enter for buyers, because at the moment it's looking very much bearish on a short term on a short term perspective. However, overall long term we are bullish. This could happen. This is a possibility. The market could just reject and come back to this support, and this is where we want to buy. So if you do trade minor reversals, you could take those short positions back to this support, and this is where you enter for those long positions, or the market could open and just come above the structure, and this is where we enter for buys. That's all I have for this particular instrument for the week that is coming. Moving on to gold, and I am bearish on this particular instrument. Let's go on a higher time frame. So the reason why I'm bearish on this particular instrument is because we come from a resisting trend line, as you can see over there. Let me do like this. This was the first touch, second touch, and a third touch. And anytime the market got there, rejected, got there, and again, as you can see, we are rejecting. And then another reason to note is that the market is coming from a significant zone area over here. This is where the market, anytime it got there, rejected. So as you can see, the market got there the first time, couldn't break above, second time, couldn't break above, third time, couldn't break above, and currently we are again around that structure. And as you can see with these candlesticks, the market is really trying to break above. However, there is a rejection around this zone over here. So how can you take advantage of this move? Go to the downside. It's easy. Go to a smaller time frame and you look for structure again. So at the moment, similar to the dollar index, we had broken above structure and we went above it. So as you can see, this is the low that I had looked at. Significant structure that the market had created over here, and we bought from here. And then with CPI, I think it was on Wednesday or Tuesday, it was we ended up coming below this structure. So my expectation was it was going to continue going down, but as you can see, we have now on Friday closed above the structure. So my thing is, I do expect for price to continue going up, maybe to this resistance, and this is where we can start seeing those sells. Or if it can happen that the market opens on Monday and ends up breaking up below the structure over here, then maybe this is where we can take short positions. Another thing is, I did note that there is a trend line somewhere around this area, so maybe price could reject from that area. So if you can do like this, there is a trend line, just a minor structure though, it's not something significant. If you look at it in this manner, maybe you can draw it from there. I don't know how you can draw your trend line, but maybe something like this. Price could maybe use this trend line as an area where it can reject from, come back below here, and this is where we could take potentially those sells to the downside. That's all I have for this particular instrument for the week that is coming. Moving on to US30, or rather let me start with US100, and I am bullish on this particular instrument. Let's go to the higher time frame. The monthly time frame. The reason why I'm bullish on this particular instrument is because we have ever since broken above the highest structure that this market had created. So if you can look over here, this is the highest that this particular market had been, obviously created that high, and now recently we had broken above that structure. And as you can see, as you know already, if a resistance is broken, it then becomes a newly formed support. Another reason to note is that the market, ever since it came near this structure, it has been coming with bullish candlesticks. We haven't had a bearish candlestick ever since the market had come from November moving on to the upside. Those are my two reasons why I'm looking for buys on this particular instrument. So how can you take advantage of these buys to the upside? You go to a smaller time frame, look for structure again, and as you can see, I've already drawn for you guys. I do have a trend line that I note over here that the market has been supporting from. Let's go to a smaller time frame so you can see everything there in a much better perspective. So as you can see, the market had created this trend line over here. First touch, second touch, touch over here, and so we are back again to that trend line. Another reason is we do have a resisting zone over here that the market had broken above, came back, supported from, and again I do see that as a possible area where the market could buy from. So for next week, as soon as the market opens, I'm expecting the market to go upside, unless maybe the market could end up then breaking the structure over here. And if it does end up breaking that structure, then it means this is a potential move to the downside back to this support over here. Yeah, that's all I have for this particular instrument, man. There's nothing more really to it. There's nothing less. That's all you should look out for the week that is coming. Moving on to US30. US30, I am bullish. However, at the moment, the market has created a bearish structure. Let's go to the monthly time frame so I can show you why I am bullish on this particular instrument. So as you can see, similar to US100, we also had broken above the highest structure that this market had been, and the resistance broken becomes a newly formed support. So how can you take advantage of this move? Go to the upside, go to a smaller time frame. The daily time frame will start over there, and again we look for structure. And as you can see, again similar to US100, but on this one it's a bit different because we are just broken below structure. Let me show you with the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see, I also noted that there was a trend line formed around this area, touch over here, touch, a touch. So this was a valid trend line. Of course, we are coming back to retest this area, and this is why I am bearish, is because this trend line over here has been broken. So maybe this is a possibility at the moment. The only area that I'm really looking for buys is this support over here. If the market could come back to this support, this is where I'm interested to buy. Or if the market could end up breaking above those highs over there, a retest would be nice, and then we can end up buying that market to the upside. That's all I have for the week that is coming, man. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment something nice, make suggestion in the comment section. That's all I have for the week that is coming, man. Thank you for watching up to this far. I love you guys, and I am out.